area where you desperately need it and you don't have to hire an electrician and there's no wiring that's required, you can simply mount it with tape if you want to. Well, I have the product for you. It's called Light Angel, and this is motion activated. So as soon as you move by it or your hand goes near it, the light comes on. It's a very, very bright light, and they are stick-up LED lights, and you get the 2-pack. Now, this product retails out there. You might find it's $45. We're half of that price, more than half of that price, off at $19.95. And for the weekend, we have 2 flexible payments of only $9.98. So it's at the best flex pay I've seen, at the most competitive price. Luca Puto brings to us an assortment of great products for in and outside of the home. I think over the years, this is one of your better products because
I gotta agree.
Everybody could use a little bit of light in at least one area of their home.
No, absolutely.
Right?
You know, sometimes it's a really big decision if you want to put a light someplace because you got to call an electrician and there's wiring and sometimes codes have to be obeyed and there's stuff. With these, nothing. With the Light Angels, bar none, the best deal in lighting you're going to find anywhere right now. You're getting 2 of these, so everything I talk about, you're getting 2 of. Okay, remember that. Now, take a look right here. Okay, this is the face of the Light Angel right there. There are 7 super bright LEDs in a reflector right here. Okay, these are the good ones. These are the 10,000 hour LEDs, so they're going to last a really long time. This right here, this thing looks like a little half a golf ball. That is actually sensors. There is both a light sensor in this, so it senses when it's light out and dark out. Okay, it will not work when there's light on. Okay, so when it's dark, this turns on, but there's also a motion sensor in it. So when something moves in front of this, the lights will turn on as long as it's dark. The lights will turn on. They'll stay on for 1 minute unless something keeps moving, and then they're going to stay on indefinitely until that motion stops. Now, this is mountable either on its base like this, and it does rotate 360 degrees. You can also aim it 180 degrees up and down this way, okay? If I show you the bottom of this right here, notice there are already pre-made holes in this for mounting this with nails, but guess what? We also give you some double stick tape that comes with, so if you just want to use the tape and you don't want to go through the whole thing, you could put that in there. So now the last thing I want to show you right here is that double stick tape, and there you can see there's that 360 degree rotation on the base right there, and you know, great for indoors, Marlo, outdoors. Now let me show you why you can use this outdoors, because a lot of people are like, wait a minute, it's $19.95 for 2. What are we talking about here? See this right here? I took the back off, so you can see there's the batteries. Normally there's a little door right there. See a little black line that goes around here? That is a black rubber gasket. What that does is it makes this weather resistant. So you can put this. I've had one in my front yard now for, gosh, 2 months. For at least 2 months in the rain. So if you live up north with snow, if you live someplace like down here where we have hurricanes, no matter where you are, it's going to be fine indoors or out.
Since we've launched this product, more than 63,000 people have ordered. That's a lot of people, but I think this is a universal challenge.
Oh, yeah.
So, and most of the people that ordered, by the way, didn't get the flex pay. So you get the 2 flexible payments, which is a nice advantage. And you also have our holiday extended return policy on all the products that we present at HSN. I like the size.
Yeah.
You know, when you see these, I can't wait until you get them at home. They're really, really good size.
They are.
And you can see that bright light.
You know, and that's the first thing everybody says to me when they look at it is they go like, you know, they look much bigger than they are. But then when they see how much light they put out, they go, wow, it's a lot of light for something that small. So it's kind of very deceptive.
But it's everything that we want.
No, it's everything. No, it is. And you're getting 2 of these. Now, we're going to bring the lights down the studio because I want you to see how bright these really are. Because if you know anything about cameras of any sort, you know that cameras need a lot of light. That's why we have all those flashes on our still cameras, okay? So what I'm going to do is a couple of these here because it is bright in our studio. They've turned themselves off when they didn't sense that it was dark in here. But, all right, now we've got all these on. Now, here's what I want you to look at. Now, notice I am perfectly illuminated by the Light Angels on the table in front of me. Look how gorgeous this wall looks.
I'm going to stand back here so I can get illuminated back here.
Isn't that? Well, see, I've got a couple lights on you right here.
Well, I moved mine here. Let me put my lights on.
I aimed those lights at you just so you'd have your light.
And I'm darker than you, so I need a little bit more light.
But that's the big deal, folks, is that, you know, if you're sitting at home, you're going like, oh, gosh, it's 4 AA batteries. How much light could these possibly put out? Enough light that these TV cameras can pick us up and broadcast us to you. I mean, look how great she looks.
Okay, so
look at that.
So if anybody that works at HSN or is in TV is going to appreciate this, I think I'm going to get these as my own little spotlight.
Carry them around with you.
Remember the celebrity that used to do that, though?
I do. Had him on the floor?
Yeah.
I remember that very well.
Yeah, and she always looked amazing.
Always looked good.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
All right. I digressed.
Okay, well, yeah, and the cool thing about these is if you look at the ones that are on the wall behind me here, notice the down lighting we've done. This is some architectural lighting. I mean, look how wonderful this looks. And you can do the same thing with the lights going up. Now, I can aim these, the ones that are on the wall, I can aim these anywhere I want. So if I need to put it on the table right there or over here, if I want to rotate it this way or that way,
neat.
you know, you can do all that. But the best part is, gang, we put these up with just a couple of nails and, you know, no electricians, no wiring. There was nothing, there was nothing that had to be done at all. So, you know, getting these and putting them up is a no-brainer. And for this price, okay, think about what you're getting here. You're getting 7 LEDs in each light, okay? You're getting the motion sensor. You're getting, you know, the light sensor. You're getting all of this in a weatherproof light for like $9 a light.
Oh, and again,
it's crazy.
The whole, I think, joy in this is that we don't have to look at it as daunting anymore.
No.
That we don't have to worry about wiring. We don't have to worry about hiring an electrician. That this is something that you do it yourself. You can peel and stick, or you can mount it more permanently. It's up to you. But in either case, it's such an easier proposal compared to the money, the time that you'd have to spend in another option, like the wiring or hiring an electrician. And we've heard calls. Last time that we worked together, we heard a lot of calls. And by the way, give us a ring. So the last time we worked together, the gentleman called about his outdoor lighting.
Yes.
So there was a gentleman, I forget what part of the country he was calling in, but he had just had an electrician
that's right.
do wiring for, I guess, spotlights, motion detected spotlights on the outside. I forgot what he said that he spent on everything.
A lot of money.
But it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the challenge is that it only gave him light in one section, and he wanted it on the different corners of his house.
Cha-ching.
So he was like, before I go spend the extra money, I'm going to try these.
Yeah.
So it's a great idea. For me, my challenge is in the inside.
Yeah.
My bathroom cabinet underneath the sink and my kitchen cabinet, they're so dark and dim.
Yeah.
Underneath it.
Perfect for
Even
that.
on the closets down below, it gets so dark. With these, I can mount them if I want to, but I don't even have to.
Well,
you know?
I've told you the story about my house, the thinnest attic in the world. Like
you did
literally,
say that.
the skinniest electrician could not fit in my attic to wire my closets with lights. So, you know, for years I've been using a flashlight. We've been trying all these different things. And when I got these a couple of months ago, right before I started selling them, I put them up in my closet, my wife's closet. So now when I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning so that I can be here for a 6 a.m. show, I'm not carrying a flashlight into my closet. These come on, it illuminates.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is that, you know, I'm probably the most forgetful person in the world. When I walk away, the lights turn themselves off, which is absolutely beautiful. And it took me like 30 seconds to put these two things up with the double stick tape. Now, Marla was just talking about these. Okay, we had that caller last time. This is the kind of spotlights that people normally put up outside, and this is the big deal right here. It's the wiring. You know, you better be related to an electrician or be willing to pay one because, you know, there's wiring involved, and if you don't understand electricity and how it works, you shouldn't be doing this, okay? And it's expensive. I mean, it really is, because you got the cost of this, and then you've got the cost of having to do all the wiring, especially if it's a part of the house where there is no electricity, like a shed or some outlying area. Now, I'll show you something else here, and this is kind of funny because I laughed when we got this. I bought this light right here myself at the beginning of last summer, okay, for my backyard. Now, here's the thing, okay? When you look at this, right, it has the motion sensor and the light sensor. It has 2 lights, but guess what? They're attached, so they're only going to go to one place. Now, no wiring because it's a solar cell, but here's the big deal. I paid $80 for this. $80 for this, okay? And I had to buy a second one for the front yard if I wanted to put lights out there. That's $160. You're getting 2 for $20, less than $20.
But
do the same thing.
But don't try to find this price out in stores because we have an established retail value. These are going to cost you about $46 in stores. So we've got a much better buy, virtually half off. I mean, for the $46 you're going to pay in stores, you can get 2 sets of these. You get the 2-pack. Don't you like that they stand up on their own?
Aren't they cool?
I like that. Because even, you know, if you're a camper or a boater or a hunter, that sort of thing, the base is so nice and wide, they stand up. You can pivot them up and down so that you can get that specific lighting or targeted lighting anywhere you want. Right. I mean, they're super cool. That's why almost 65,000 people have ordered.
Well, I mean, they're good for like a hurricane kit. Keep a couple in there.
Yeah, for sure.
I love the idea that if you live someplace where you've got a lot of blackouts, either because of snow or because of the wind or whatever, you know, keep a couple around the house so that they'll come on when the lights go off. Cars, put one in the trunk of your car when you have a flat tire or anything like that. Illuminate yourself and the car when you're on the road working on it so that you know, oncoming traffic can see you. I mean, there's so many uses. I came up with the best idea this past summer. Is we had a party and I set them around my backyard because my backyard is like a black pit. There's no lights back there whatsoever. And these would just pop on as people were walking around back there, and it was awesome. Did the same thing at Halloween. I think I told you this, but the kids were walking up to my my house. I hid them around so these lights would pop on. Kind of scared them a little bit. I'm like that, but it was fun. I had a good time with it. Now, all right, we're talking about using them outdoors. I want to show you a quick demonstration on how you can use these outside. We've got one right here, all right, and there's one of our little light angels right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of water on it, okay, and not just a little bit. Imagine that you've got a hurricane going on. Imagine that you've got, oh, look at that. Oh, it's raining. It's pouring. Look at this. Look, I mean, look, I'm pouring an entire carafe of water over this light. Look at that. There's no more left.
That's
and it's
great.
it's literally sitting in a pool of water. Sorry, it's in a pool of water right now and still working. So if you live in one of those places where there's a lot of moisture, be it snow or rain or, you know, anything like that, don't worry, because these are going to keep working outdoors.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for all of your phone calls. We have almost 500 people that are calling in. It's one of our most successful products simply because we all need lighting. Order multiples because this is the only weekend that you're going to get that 2 flexible payments. So for less than $10, you get the set. And it's a good gift for anyone. You know, those people that are hard to buy for on your list.
It's a practical
Maybe
gift.
you guys do a Secret Santa where they say don't spend more than $20.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a nice one. Do you have that kind of brick paver that's like kind of popping out or a little bit awkward?
Yeah.
And, you know, in your walkway, or maybe you've got a little deck where a piece of the wood has, you know, it's a little bit older and it's like peeking out, and you want, I'm telling you, everybody's going to think I'm crazy, but I do think I'm going to start walking around and bringing my own. I have to ask my director.
You look
Rebecca.
great. I mean, look how, people,
Rebecca,
look
no,
how
what do you think about
fantastic
this
she
lighting?
looks. Yeah.
I think I may bring this lighting to work with me every day.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, it's doing a great job. Look at you.
That. That's some good light. I mean, because we've turned. Now watch this. Watch when I take it all away, though.
In the dark, where'd you go? Where are you?
But watch this, my friends. Voila.
So they're not just inexpensive. These are great lights. I mean, they really, it's not just a good deal. It's really good. I mean, imagine what this will do in your backyard, in your closet, anywhere around your house. And you're getting 2. And that's the most amazing thing for this price, to get 2 lights with the motion sensors, the light sensors.
Sturdy.
Oh, yeah. They're really well made. And that's, I'll tell you what, when you get these in your hands, and the fact that they work off of just regular AA batteries, you know, easy to replace, and the LEDs last a really long time. They're really going to just barely sip at the power. So, there you go.
I love this product. We've sold more than 65,000 now. This is the only time that we've ever offered on the 2 credit card payments. So spend the $9.98, see what they're about, and remember we give you our holiday extended return policy, so you can return them anytime as long as you have them back before January 31st. You'll get all your money back. I got a feeling you won't return these. You'll be back for more.
I think so.
Lou.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Marlo.
Enjoy.
I will. You too.
Lou is going to be around this weekend, so we'll certainly look forward to seeing him. But let's remind you of a couple of things that we've presented so far in the show.